G. But obviously, like, because we're friends now, you guys can call me Ninky. Yeah, you guys can just call me Ninky because I feel like we're friends. I feel like, I'll give you guys that. But yeah, obviously, I know you guys wasn't expecting me so soon after my zodiac video, my zodiac signs video, but I'm back again today. To be honest, I didn't really know if I not even that I knew, I just wasn't really thinking about doing a video today. But because I was just like, I have a bit of free time on my hands, so let me just do a little quick video for you guys today. And then I started thinking what video shall I do, and then the idea just came to me, which is a topic that I feel like women are always interested in, and not just women, just people in general. So the topic today will be about being single and having fun in your 20s. So I feel because I am single right now, I'm not dating anybody, I'm not dealing with anybody, I'm single and I'm free, and yeah, I'm in my 20s. So I just feel I want to come and speak about being single in our 20s, and yeah, just having fun really and truly, and not being tied down to anybody. I know a lot of people, they do being in relationships, and some people will be getting real upset when they're not in a relationship, and yeah, they just feel they would be more whole if they were supposed to be in a relationship, if they were in a relationship. And I just feel that's just not the case. You need to be whole, you need to find that wholeness in yourself before you even enter into a relationship, because then there's already an off balance when you go into a relationship and you just wholly and solely rely on your partner. So I'm just looking over there, there's some chickens fighting. Anyways, yeah, I just feel it's already an imbalance if you're going into a relationship and you're already just putting your partner on a pedestal, and you're just really relying on your partner to make you happy instead of you making yourself happy. So that's already a major imbalance, so I feel when I hear people say that, oh my god, I need to be in a relationship, to feel this way, I'm just instantly, no boo, no, that's not the case. You don't need to be in a relationship to feel a certain way. And being in your 20s, that's the most exciting, adventurous time of your life. You're not tied to anybody, you have so much freedom being in your 20s, you can literally do anything you want to do. So it's just why do you want to be tied down to somebody in your 20s, when you could literally just be going out there and making money, meeting new people, dating, figuring out what you like and what you dislike about this type of man or that type of man or that type of woman, so it's nice to be free and single and young, and just doing whatever you want to do and not having to answer to anybody. I'm young, yes, but I have so much ahead of me. I have time to get a man, I have time to find my husband, but what about now? What about in my 20s? What do I want to devote that time to? Do I really want to devote it to a man and having to be in a relationship? Obviously, don't get me wrong, being in a relationship is great. Who doesn't want to be in love? I want to be in love. I want to be in love with my equal, my counterpart. I am in love with myself. I'm growing each and every day. But who wouldn't want to be in love with their counterpart, their other half, their soulmate, and just have all that lovey-dovey type of mushy stuff. Everybody wants to have that. Everybody deserves to have that at some point in their life. But when you're young and you're single and you have your whole life ahead of you, there's so many other things that you can devote your time to. When you're single, it's much more easier for you to figure out what you want to do in life, and where you want to go, because I feel when you're single and you're so young, you have so much energy in you. Like, there's so many things that you can discover when you're single. And yeah, like, I just feel like being in a relationship like so young, like, it really does take a toll on you, especially if the relationship like ended badly. Especially if the relationship ended badly, because it's like that can really mess up other relationships to come, because that relationship that ended badly, you could have left that relationship with loads of trust issues and anxiety and depression and just a lot of resentment, and that's just due to you being in a relationship with somebody who you didn't have to be in, but you felt like you needed to be in it, because you're looking at social media and you're looking at other people your age and you're like, oh my god, like, like, my time is flying, like, I need to be in a relationship, or I need to be in this. But then, like, you've lost so much of yourself to that one relationship, where all that energy and all that hurt would have never happened if you hadn't rushed into that relationship. Like, it would have been fueling you, all that energy, that negative energy could have been positive energy, and it could have been fueling you to do something else, something that could potentially, I don't know, push you into a huge direction in your life, and it could completely change your life. But instead, you're here and you're dwelling over a relationship, and you're hurt and you're healing over somebody that never should have even had access to you. That's just, like, another thing that I feel like is so good about being single. Like, just having the choice to go out and do what you want, and to really be able to go out and discover things as well. For the longest time, I haven't really been knowing how to like show up for myself, and obviously I show up for myself, but I haven't really known how to really love myself, I would say. Like, I've been really working on that, and actually like trying to see it myself, because I feel like I've always put that responsibility in my partner. Like, I've always just thought that, okay, like, when I'm in a relationship, like, for me to feel loved, like, my partner has to do that, like, like, and I would always put that on the person. But then, like, once I was single, and like, like, I started like, doing research, I started listening to a lot of like YouTubers and stuff like that, a lot of self-improvement YouTubers, and reading books. I even like read Ileana Van Zandt, finding in the meantime and finding the love that you seek. So like, I was reading that book, and she was literally just like explaining, she was saying that, no, like, true love starts within yourself, and you can't expect to get that love from anybody else if you don't know how to love yourself first. So I started working on that, and I just realized that it's so much more easier to actually like let people in, and even just be around people when like you love yourself, like when you know what to expect out of love, because you've been showing yourself that. It's much more easier to recognize when people are showing you love, and not feeling like you owe them something back when they show you acts of kindness and acts of love. So being single really does like show you so many things. Like, it really does open up so many doors for you, and not just like doors of opportunities, but just like doors within yourself, doors that you've closed. Those could be healing doors, those could be doors of neglect within yourself. Like, okay, say for instance, like, you haven't really been like really good at your self-care, right? And self-care is also a sign of showing yourself love. So like, that could be a door that you've had closed for a very long time, and now you're finally seeing that you need to look after your body, you need to look after yourself, go get pampered, like, buy stuff for yourself. So that is what I mean by, doors could be opening up for you that have been shut for a while. and they're opening because you're really learning to love yourself now, you know, and you're giving that energy, you're giving that time and energy, yes, time and energy back to yourself instead of pouring that into a relationship. Me and my friend was actually speaking, and she was just saying like she does struggle with, you know, like confidence here and there. And I was just saying to her, like, I gave her a what did I give her? I gave her like a little task, and I was just saying that, okay, like every morning, every day, whenever you have time, look in the mirror and say to yourself a couple things that you like about yourself, you know, a couple things that you admire about yourself. And you know, at first she was just like, okay, but then she started to do it, and she literally, like, she basically loves her face now, you know. And it's just like, I've been loving your face, you know, a lot of people have been loving your face, but it's just like, you need to put in the work, you need to put in that energy, like putting that energy into yourself first, because you're the only person that can really see the essence and the beauty within yourself, you know. Like, obviously people can see it, but you're the only one that can really see it, believe it, and actually reflect it, you know, reflect it out into the universe, you know. Like, that is your aura, that is what people first see when they see you. I always like to tell people, like, it all starts from you, okay? Like, it always starts from you. You are your temple. Yeah, you are your temple, and it starts from you. When you are, someone's walking past, and you just sorry, I couldn't talk when this person was looking at me. Okay, thank you. But yeah, being in a relationship when you aren't confident, like, that just, there's a lot of insecurities in that, like, with itself, like, and you know, nobody wants to be with somebody who isn't confident, you know, because that person could eventually cheat. We're not saying that they will, but that boils down to it. Like, say you have a partner, your partner is extremely confident, and you're just like, you know, you're not like sure within yourself, like you're not sure at all. And then, like, yeah, you may feel like your partner is like cheating on you just because like he or she is getting a lot of attention, and that's not the case. It's just that they attract a lot of people, but that doesn't mean they're doing anything. And then you go and cheat, and then you're the bad one, you know. So I just feel like confidence is definitely something that you need to learn when you are single. Like, don't be going into a relationship when you're not confident, because it just doesn't, it's not a fair balance. Like, you're not sure about your abilities, you're not confident with how you are, you're not confident with how you look. Like, there's just a lot of, what would I say, like, not being confident is just like a downfall, honestly, because yeah, like, you're just not sure with your abilities, you're just not confident with yourself. And who doesn't want to be confident within their self, you know? Because like, that's how people use and abuse you, and that's how people see you, and they're like, oh, like, she don't look sure within herself, so I can just like knock her around here and there, and she's not gonna say anything. So being confident is looking the part as well. Looking the part, like, you know, you have to walk into a room and command a room. Like, you walk into that room and you fake it till you make it, baby. Honestly, fake it till you make it. Like, you may not seem in the inside confident about yourself, but once you're always showing up as that part, as you're confident, you know, you're strong, like, you know what you have, you know your values, like, no one can ever come to you and be like, nah babe, like you're this or you're that, and you know you need to step back a bit, or you know step out of the light. No one can ever say that to you. And I guarantee that the more you show up like that, the more you're going to start embodying that confidence. Being single is the best time to do this. It's the best time to learn this, because you don't want to go into a relationship not being confident within yourself. Yeah, you don't want to do that, because no partner likes somebody who isn't sure. You know, nobody likes a partner who is 50 in, 50 out. Like, you need to be 100% about yourself, about that life, about that confidence, you know, all of that good stuff. So yeah, like confidence is definitely key, and I feel like learning it in your 20s is very, very beneficial. Like, honestly, I would suggest start boosting your confidence. Start looking at yourself every single day and calling yourself sexy, saying that I'm a smart woman, I'm a smart man, saying that I can get anybody that I want, you know, shit like that. Start saying that money's gonna be coming to me. Like, say that my bank account is going to be filled with money. This is all confidence, you know. Confidence isn't just limited to just one thing about your looks, or you know, like who you can get. Confidence is everything around you, you know. Confidence is saying like, oh, I eat the best food, only good things go into my body. Like, all of that is confidence. So every day, anytime, anywhere, anyhow, because you can write down all these things as well, be to yourself, you are confident, okay? And that also raises your vibrations as well. Like, if you want something quick to raise your vibrations, speak to yourself, speak lovingly, you know, speak onto your life, speak and say that you're this, you're that, positive things all the time. And I guarantee you, by the time you enter a relationship, like, and it's not about being cocky either. It's not about being cocky. It's just about being sure of yourself, you know? Very much sure of yourself. So obviously there are people who are cocky, but we're not talking about them. We're just talking about, I hope it don't rain, because like I ain't trying to get wet. But yeah, we're talking about that confident, positive, loving energy. That is what we're talking about. That energy that's gonna make you attract any man, any woman into your life when you are ready to enter into a relationship. That was a quick little video for you guys. I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys can take something from it, because yeah, like, I just feel like being single is actually really fun. Like, I'm dating guys, that is what I'm doing. I'm dating, and like, it's fun to date guys and to actually see like what guys I like and what guys I don't like, and you know, like, what is my preference, and just like figuring out like how I want somebody to treat me, which I know now. But it is fun when you see guys trying and it's just not for you, but then like you will have somebody else who is like, who's putting in the effort, and you know, like, he's okay, he could pass, but he's still not for you. But I'm enjoying it. I know that may sound a bit bad, but I'm saying it how it is. Like, you know, it is fun to date, because now whenever I meet my person, I'm gonna know I didn't like this in that guy, I didn't like that in that guy, and now I can literally see all these lists, or all the red flags, basically all the red flags with these guys that I've dated, and I can look out for that in you know, my husband or whoever comes to me that I deem fit to be with me. So yeah, like, being single in your 20s is literally time for freedom, you know, enjoyment, experimenting, and yeah, just like really getting to learn yourself. Like, that is literally what I feel like your 20s should be devoted to. And obviously, like, building a life for yourself, because you know, building that life for your building that life for your 30s and your 40s, but still just enjoying that freedom that you have in your 20s, you know, enjoy going out, enjoy, you know, your if you want to enjoy that phase, you know, go on, jump on somebody if you have to, like, do what you gotta do, obviously protect yourself. But yeah, like, I just feel, don't get tied down. Obviously, I'm not saying don't get in a relationship. I ain't saying that, you know. I ain't your mom or your dad, you know. But I'm just saying, for those who are single and that desperately want to be in a relationship when you don't need to be in a relationship, I just feel like it's good to just learn yourself and just devote that time to yourself, and yeah, just be free with what you have right now, you know. Be free and enjoy being single. I hope you guys like this little video. If you did like it, please comment, like, and share with whomever, and yeah, just comment down below if you guys agree with me, or not even if you guys agree with me, because it's not really an agreeing thing or not, but comment down below if you guys feel like, yeah, like your 20s should be a time of your life where you get to learn yourself, you just have fun, you know, date people and just live your life like how you want to live it, you know. So let me know if you guys feel like that's what your 20s should be about, and then we can carry on discussing in the comments. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, OGs. I will catch you guys the next time. I don't know when it will be, but it will be soon. So yeah.